Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Grim Fandango Remastered. I am Ruful, playing this game for you. Woo! Oh, time to wander the streets of Rubacava, and hopefully not get terribly lost.
That's the folding bridge that connects this pier to the base of the cat track.
Which, of course, is where we want to go for starters. Let's go. Woo!
Wow, somebody really liked this cat. They don't have much use when they're alive, and stuff, they don't have much more.
What's this say?
Beloved Sandspoof, this regal and majestic feline was a record holder for speed and a favorite of the crowds here in Rubacava for many years, until her career was suddenly and tragically cut short on the second week of the racing season, when the airship Olivia 1, on its maiden voyage, crashed onto the track mid-race and exploded. Many bereaved fans testified later that before the blimp hit, Sandspoof was in the lead.
Yeah, that was actually an important thing to read. Gives you a clue for a puzzle we have to deal with later.
Hey!
Tuesday is Kitty Hat Day.
There's another major clue.
Looks like a great night for cat races.
Oh yeah, the second week is important, and Kitty Hat Day is
Nobody there.
important.
Anybody there?
Look, I told you, we don't have any kitty hats today.
5 minutes
What?
to
You
vote.
have to wait until Tuesday. That's kitty hat day.
I don't want a kitty hat.
Fine with me. What's your bet then?
I don't gamble. It's a conflict of interest for me.
Then why did you call me down here?
For the friendly conversation.
It was so friendly.
Please do not leave children unattended.
Oh, sorry, monsieur, but this is the elevator to the High Rollers Lounge.
That's where I'm going.
It is members only.
You must be new.
And you must have a VIP pass to come upstairs. Adieu.
Everybody got that? Good.
For your own safety.
Get up further. Much further.
Well, Manny Calavera, you never come up here to see me anymore.
Well, I thought you could use the company with everybody gone for the Day of the Dead.
In that case, Manny, why don't you stick around until 6? That's when I get off.
I see.
It's a metal detector.
Oh, that explains why it never gets my hair dry.
Hi there.
Can I try out your metal detector?
What's your sudden interest in metal detectors, Manny?
I think it would look cool on my utility belt.
Well, I'll show it to you when I'm on break. How's that?
When's your break?
Dawn.
Oh, that's too late. I'm shipping out tonight.
Yeah, right. I've fallen for that line too many times.
I think it's time for your break. We could slip in the back for a little drink. You can tell me all about your job, the danger, the metal detectors.
That back room's all business, Manny. And so am I.
Really?
What kind of business goes on back there, Carla?
Strip searches. And you don't qualify.
What? Why not?
Why don't I qualify for a strip search?
Manny, I agree it would help pass the time, but we have procedures and rules here. And you never know when they're watching. I can only strip search people when a regular search turns up nothing.
Hey, it's worth a try.
Ooh, I love this part. Sir, if you will, please place all of your belongings on the security desk. Oh, you're clean. Rats, Manny, I almost got to strip search you.
Well, Since she's using a metal detector, perhaps it'll pick up the gold flakes.
Well, maybe just a sip.
Sir, if you will, please place all of your belongings on the security desk. You sure you're not packing anything else?
Nothing that would set off that thing.
Then, sir, I'm afraid you'll have to step into the back with me.
Rules are rules.
And of course, with my dad being in the military, we moved around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this one town we moved to when I was in the 1st grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the only industry in the area was figs. Acres and acres of fig trees everywhere you looked.
That's interesting.
I myself never really cared for figs.
You don't say.
I always liked dates more. Or prunes. Don't you just love prunes?
Dates.
They have such a great texture. They're all wrinkled up like my Grandma Hedwig's face. Oh, poor Grandma Hedwig. She was always forgetting things. I remember one
Hedwig,
time
now
back
that's an
when I was
interesting
6.
name.
Or maybe I was 7. No. I had to be
6,
6
the
because
golden
Mr.
year.
Rufus was still alive. Now there was a good dog, Mr. Rufus. He was such a sweet little puppy. We didn't care that he was deaf.
I remember I had a dog once.
He was as deaf as they come, but he'd still try to bark. And it would come out sounding like a cat, coughing up a hairball, which our cat often did. He had such long hair. I don't really like long-haired cats, do you, Manny? They're just so... I like short-haired cats. They seem less stuck up. People think I'm stuck up sometimes, believe it or not.
Well, now that's a good point.
No, they really do. I don't know why.
No, I just can't believe that.
I guess it's because I'm so shy. I was shy all the way through high school. I never went to a single dance. Can you
I was in
believe it?
detention all the way through high school.
Oh, don't get me wrong, the boys would ask, but I'd just run away. My mom said I could have been homecoming queen if I'd just smile once in a while. She always said, a smile is the most important part of any outfit.
Well,
maybe
Moms are
I would
always
have
right.
smiled more, Mom, if you hadn't drank so much. Was I supposed to smile when the cops called us in the middle of the night to tell us to come get you out of the drunk tank? Maybe if I had smiled more, Daddy wouldn't have left us. We'd be together right now, you, me, Daddy, and Grandma Hedwig, and Mr. Rufus. And I'd be wearing my homecoming queen crown and eating figs and I'd... Oh, Mother! I'm so sorry!
Here, let me hold that metal detector for you while you cry.
Did you just come back here to ask to borrow my metal detector?
Yes.
What is it with you in this thing? I'm sick of it, Manny. If this is all you want, you can fight the cats for it. Why is it all men are after the same thing? Except you. The only woman you care about is that Calamar dame, and she split on you. I don't know what she did to you, but you know what? I'm done trying to figure it out, pal.
Carla.
Yeah, we listened to her whole story specifically for the achievement, because, well, the achievement is for Manny to say, here, let me hold that metal detector for you while you cry. Yeah, you had to wait for her to start crying and then ask about the metal detector.
Bye, Carla.
Drop dead!
Such a wonderful person. Oh well,
Keep off the track.
let's go after that metal detector. It's not evident why we need it, but we do need
That
it.
smell es peor que la muerte. Well, that's the hole I saw Carla's metal detector fall through. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wet foods for winners. I could open it with my teeth, but I'm not that hungry.
I'll try the device on top
Wet
of it.
foods for winners. I could open it with my teeth, but I'm not that hungry.
Come on, Manny.
It says revolutionary design leaves can edges safe and smooth for Kitty.
Does it work?
Great. Now it smells like a giant cat litter box and some sort of gelatinous demon mystery meat product in here. Smells good. But I'd rather eat my own arm.
All right then. Well, let's pull out something lengthy and metal that we can use to find a metal detector. Oh, it's already picking it up. Let's see here.
This cat litter really needs changing. See? This is why I don't have a pet. Aha! A little stinky, but it could be worse.
Indeed. Yeah, you do need to cross this beam of this light and before actually swinging the scythe to find the metal detector. Alrighty, let's get out of here. Where do I need to be headed? I need to make my way back to the cafe. Oh, not that way, Manny. I want to go this way. It's a pretty long hike to the cafe. Nice airship. Up through there, past the morgue. Take a bit of care coming up these stairs because that lift leads that lift will take us down, and if you bump into the door, then Manny will ride the lift. Don't worry, I'll be cutting out most of the travel between places, because there's going to be a fair bit of it. Whee! Alright.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus.
Manny?
Hey, Charlie.
Can you make reasonable union cards?
Manny, are you going to start moonlighting? Or are you just looking to hang out with the sailors?
Can you do it or not?
I have a deal for you. If you can retrieve my money from Maximino, I can make you president of that crooked union.
I don't need to be president. And why does Max have your money?
I put a whole suitcase of it up for collateral on a rather large wager last month. The race was fixed, Manny. They stole my money like common thieves. Here, take this VIP pass and use it to get into the High Rollers Lounge. They won't let me in there anymore. There should be a safe somewhere in the wine cellar, and my suitcase should be in it.
And you can get me a card tonight.
If you make it back, Manny, the card will be on the table.
Right.
Le numéro gagnant, le 10, noir, paire et manque, 10, black.
It's the VIP pass for the High Rollers Lounge that Chowchilla Charlie gave me. Ooh, better not show that to Glottis.
Yeah, we will want to show it to Glottis, but, alright now. If we show it to him now, then we'll lock ourselves out of an achievement. And, actually a really good song. Right. Let's head to the High Rollers Lounge.
One eternity later.
This town is too big. If I walk, the game will be over. Whew.
I'm sorry, monsieur, but...
Here's my pass, Jean-Claude. Now shut those doors and drive.
Oui, monsieur.
Someone's gaining on the
But
outside.
actually, my name is Raoul.
Uh-huh. Alrighty. Well, let's actually come in here and talk to Max. And just saying hi to him will get the achievement.
Hello, Maximino.
Why, if it ain't Manny Calavera, come to see how the big boys play, eh, Manny?
From what I can tell, they play with kitties.
Kitties, roulette tables, what's the difference? They go round and round all day, and they're both more reliable when they're fixed. Am I right?
How's the old cat race, Max?
Well, volume's pretty low. Most everybody's out of town.
Tell me about it.
But I've got some side businesses that help smooth over the rough spots.
Really?
What kind of side businesses?
Manny, let's just say our El Mato associates appreciate our out-of-town perspective.
I see.
You know, you got a pretty nice setup here.
You got a good little club yourself, Manny. Not as nice as my girlfriend's, of course.
Wait.
Did you say your girlfriend?
Hey, Manny, don't pretend you don't hear the gossip. It's not a secret anymore. Olivia and I are officially an item.
Ah, I see. Well...
I'm here for Charlie's money. No, seriously. He says you have a lot of it.
Oh, I got a lot of it, but none of it's his.
Suppose you got a point there.
Ooh. I'm leaving town tonight.
That's great, Manuel. No one needs a vacation more than you. Get out of town. Forget about that Meche woman.
Yeah.
I like the new blimp.
Yeah, I decided not to let what happened to the Olivia 1 get me down. Imagine, you try to impress your girlfriend by building her a beautiful airship, and what happens? It goes and crashes, explodes, and burns on your own track. And kills her favorite cat, too. Not the kind of thing that makes the young girl's hearts go flutter. I'll tell you that, toys.
Your new waiter's got quite an attitude, even for a snooty waiter type.
Hey, Manny, when you put labels like that on people, it's like you stick people in these little boxes and never let them out.
We're all in little boxes back home, Max. 6 feet under.
Now you're talking like the town coroner, Manny. Cut it out.
Well, I'll let you get back to staring out the window.
Just can't get enough of my cats.
I think it might have more to do with the races than the cats, but, you know. Again, maybe cats really are maybe cats really are his thing. Let's see if I can find the path that I walked, that I arrived along. Ah, there it is. Pardon me, punk. Right.
Looks like a turkey baster.
Snatch that. Now we'll, just step outside and back in. That way we can have more conversation.
Now that guy really needs his beauty rest.
Uh-huh.
Wake up, Izzy!
Hey, I'm trying to get some sleep over here.
Going down?
Probably later.
So this one's the achievement conversation.
Maybe you could take me down now.
Oh, yeah. I could take you down, but I can't eat customers anymore.
No, down in the elevator. I want to go down in the elevator.
That's true. They wouldn't see me hit you in there, but I still get in trouble.
Why can't you hit customers anymore?
Exactly. It makes no sense.
Just open the elevator door.
Then they really see us fighting.
I don't want to fight. I just want to use the elevator.
Chicken.
How about a bribe?
Look at me. What can you give to a guy who has everything?
Sorry, don't mind me. Just passing through.
To where?
The elevator.
Doubt it.
Right.
Can't I go down to the cellar?
It's a wine cellar. Wine goes down there.
Hey, let's beat up that waiter.
Not a bad idea. But he's new. Give him a break.
Okay, nighty-night.
Well, that was fun. Alrighty. Well, let's head back to Manny's to Calavera Cafe. My mistake, not Calavera Cafe. We want to go down the elevator after now. To enter the blue casket. What a place.
Labor organization and revolt made easy. Hey, can I borrow this book?
Why? So you can freak out our plans for organizing labor and go rat us out to your pal, Chief Bogan?
Hey, I'm just looking for something to read on the can, all right?
No dice, Cummerbund.
Well, maybe we can change your opinion.
Crazy. Hey, did I ever tell you guys that you remind me of my friend, Salvador Limones?
Salvador Limones is a fairy tale, a spook story the man tells the masses as he puts them to sleep.
Idiot! Salvador Limones is a very real and a very great man.
He also writes a mean letter.
What is this? I, Salvador Limones, salute you, Manuel Calavera?
A great ally in this noble revolution.
You really know Salvador Limones? What's he like?
Why didn't you tell us you were a freedom fighter, Manuel?
I can't talk about my underground gig, man, where I put the whole scene in Dangerville.
Wow, heavy.
Hey, I've got a split, so,
Viva la revolución.
Oh, man.
Would you cats mind if I dug on this book for a while?
Knock yourself out, brother.
There you go, Manny. Just start talking like nut jobs, and they trust you more. Who'd have thought?
Lola? What are you doing here? This crowd doesn't go much for souvenir pictures, except maybe of Lenin.
Manny, I'm on a stakeout. I'm gonna prove to Maximino once and for all that Olivia's no good for him.
Still hung up on Max, eh? Take my advice, Angel. Forget about him. He's a gambling racketeer.
Like you.
Oh, that hurts, baby.
Hey, shh! Here they come.
Come on, sugar. How about a kiss for the road?
Oh, ick. Don't let me down, Nick. You're a lawyer. You're not supposed to have feelings.
I don't, but I know a good tart when I see one. Hey! If Maximino sees that, we're going to end up in matching terracotta pots.
Don't be silly. He wouldn't hurt me. He loves me.
He's got a good point.
Manny, at last we're alone. Tell me, how are the bourgeoisie?
Fine. How's Max?
Oh, Gramps, don't start.
What are you doing with a snake like Nick?
I'd lay it on you, Manny, but I don't think you'd get it.
Messing around with your boyfriend's lawyer is pretty dangerous.
Oh, maybe I was wrong. You do get it.
I see.
I'm a little worried about Lola.
That's because she's doomed, Manny. She fell in love with Maximino. That's the one mistake I never made.
I see.
You think Nick would hurt her?
Only if he finds her, and take it from me. He's not good at finding things.
Open mic night seems like a big hit.
It always takes those timid souls a while to get up the nerve.
Figures.
You know, I'm thinking of buying this place.
Really? I thought about buying yours for a while, but then I just decided to ask my boyfriend Max to buy it for me.
Well...
You can have it. I'm leaving town.
Manny, you sound so exciting all of a sudden. Why are you leaving town?
I'm chasing a woman I met once and can't forget.
Well, I have a poem I wrote just for you. Pay attention because it's pretty short. Here it goes.
Right.
Little dark in here, don't you think?
Dark and cold, like the hearts of men.
Well, catch you later, hip chick.
Keep practicing that lingo, man. You'll get it.
Yeah, that other dialogue is for an achievement, but you do need to prime it. You do need to actually make up a poem in order to prime it.
Looks like it's open mic night. Testing. Testing. Good evening. I like to read a poem. Ashes to ashes. Myself. Myself. I am sick, and in so being, I am the healthy one. The end.
We hear you, Daddy.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what your poem is, and those prompts are fairly randomized. But
maybe it would help if you went up there and started things rolling.
Oh, Manny, read poetry in my own club? That would be like this whole place was just a big temple set up to worship me.
Wait, you mean it wasn't? Come on.
Oh, come.
Okay, ashes to ashes. Myself. Myself. I am sick, and in so being, I am the healthy one.
Hey, you stole my poem.
Consider it an homage.
Right.
Well, catch you later, hip chick.
Keep practicing that lingo, man. You'll get it.
Yeah, keep bumping into that wall. You'll phase through it eventually. Something.
Just a dab will drop you. Hey, man, you didn't see me put the secret ingredient in these coffin shooters, did you?
Relax. Olivia stole the recipe from me in the first place.
Yeah, she steals from the rich and gives to me to poor.
All right then.
The sink is full of dirty hookah water.
Oh, it'll come in handy. Good stuff. Alrighty. Oh, let's walk across the lift and say hi to the sea bees.
These bees don't seem too busy. Cold one, huh, Terry?
Yeah, it's always cold when you're unemployed, Manny.
Wait, what?
Who's unemployed? Aren't you guys in the union?
The union? They don't look after us little guys. They're run by the coppers. And you of all people should know, Manny, that the cops are in bed with the gambling joints.
Wait,
Why aren't you guys up there working?
You don't know the deal down here on the docks, do you, Manny?
Apparently
If you
not.
want to get the jobs, you have to pay the unions extra dues. And that ain't cheap. We don't pay, and so they put us on barrel duty.
What's the point of this union, then?
If the union is crooked, why don't you register a complaint?
That's a good one, Manny. Did you hear that, guys? He thinks we should register a complaint.
Well...
Why don't you just pay the union off then?
We got our pride, Manny. We're straight stingers, you know? Not to mention we just don't have any cash to spare now that we're not working. I mean, it's like a problem where, the solution makes the problem, worse.
Like a catch-22?
Yeah, wow. I wish I knew words like that.
Yeah, that one was the achievement line. To that end...
Hey, I run an honest joint. We ain't in bed with nobody.
What about the protection money?
We pay every week. On the nose, through the nose, like an honest place should.
See what I mean? This town is just a big conga line of hustlers, all laughing and dancing and scratching each other's backs.
You bees are being exploited. You should do something about it.
Yeah, what can we do? We're just a handful of unorganized drones. We don't know nothing about nothing except just how to take it on a chin.
Well...
Since you're not using your tools, think I could borrow them?
Well, we sold them to feed our families.
Then how are you ever gonna work?
I told you things were messed up down here, Manny. I told you.
If the cops own the union, and gambling's in bed with the cops...
Yeah, and then who really runs the gambling, right? Well, no offense, but Maximino is really the big boy in town, obviously. But word is, he gets his orders from some hardcore gangsters in El Mero. Yeah, that fancy cat track is really just a big laundromat, if you get my drift.
Yeah. Say,
Hey, can I borrow one of your union cards?
What, are you kidding? You know how much I had to pay Chow Chilla Charlie to get mine?
You guys know a seaman, Naranja?
Nah, CBs and sailors don't mix.
But you're in the same union.
Well, maybe so, but some traditions are sacred there, Manny.
I see. Well...
I think you're just a bunch of complainers.
You don't know what it's like, man. Every day we come down here, we try and make an honest living. We find out that you gotta be a crooked bee to win down here. He knocks the pollen out of you, man. He makes you weak.
You bees gotta be strong.
Things just aren't the way they should be down here, Manny. It's like the worker bees. They do all the work. But we can't affect it's like the way that things are produced should be controlled by, we should, forget it. I'm just a dumb, hungry, out-of-work bee.
Well, next time we'll see about doing something for the little guy. See you then. Later.